Let's see if this can hold, say, 474s. This might be a good time to try to take a dip buy on this. The issue is we need to watch level 2 here to make sure it's not going to break down. But I'm looking for this to try to hold this uptrend. Okay, we're looking for it to hold 474s, and then also hold this uptrend. Got 2 little lines of support, and maybe we get a nice push. It's a little sketchy because there's 2 big red candles that are kind of pointing more in this direction. But you could take a shot at it if you want. Just make sure if you were taking this trade, have discipline enough to actually get out of it if it doesn't work out, because this is more of a 50-50 right now. It's at 38 cents now. Gotcha. You just type in exclamation point glasses. Someone else asked, like, where's the link? All right, here we go. 474, 480s, 474. Thank you. Jupiter, thank you. All right, so here we go. I'm not gonna force the trade yet. I'm waiting. All right, we're gonna see what kind of support range is on the level 2 at 474, and can it hold this 475s? If it starts holding and maybe bidders come in, I'll buy this wall at 476. But if it starts breaking down, then I probably don't want to be a part of it. It's just a matter of watching level 2 at this point and kind of putting things together like, hey, I like this area. I want to dip buy it off the uptrend, but I'm not going to force it. We're going to see what level 2 looks like. You see this big seller at 475 now. Now he's at 474. Now it's getting balled up a little bit. At that point, it might be of interest to actually take that shot. We'll see. But if 475 doesn't break, then maybe not so much. We want it to hold this area right now. Where it is right now needs to hold that. All right, we got a nice hold right there, 475. But here we go. Now we're going to get a retest. We're going to see either more sellers come in here at 475 and it's going to break this down, or either we're going to see more buyers come in and we're going to see a nice pop up. It's one of the two. Right now we're seeing more sellers. Come on. You really want to see this hold because this has a really nice uptrend. I would like to see it follow through, especially for the future here. We can hold this. We can get a nice test on 485s and 487s and get that push to 5s. All right, we got more sellers here at 476s. Just put a circle in the chart to show you guys kind of where that uptrend is. Obviously, I have my dashed line there, and auto trend lines also made a line now. Let's see if we're going to hold this consolidation. 474s needs to hold at this point. We really need a little hotter of a market for sure to really get this pushed up. I get it, yeah. But here we All right, so 477, 478, trying to break here, trying to get a push. There we go, 480s. Beautiful. Anybody take anything off this dip? Anybody in here? What you type one, just if you took something. Just risking up 474s. This is kind of what you're looking for. Level 2 was kind of working up. You didn't know which way it was going to go, but you took a shot, and then you knew worst case scenario, if it was going to continue to kind of fall, we wanted to get out. But here you go. Nice little move here. We're getting back to the resistance level. If you don't feel comfortable, you can always take some off here. But personally, after holding such a trend line like that, I probably wouldn't take more than 25% off, because I think we might get a push to 5s, and then you could take off another. I would say go take off 50 at 5 if we get there, because this market's been so sluggish. I just don't want to hit it and then it just leaves. It just kind of fails. Kind of what I'm feeling on it. MTSL, yeah, still at 475. So here we go again. We're testing the uptrend marker. Can we actually break 483 to 487s? We'll see. kind of getting rejected. But again, make sure you take something off the table here just in case. At least on this candle, we probably should have taken something just to make sure that if it does fail this, holding or fails pushing this resistance, that you actually have some profits. And really how it is like, say you got in 475. Yeah, it's a little scalp. You got out for like 8 cents. That's great or whatever. But it's still profit, because later on down the road, if this thing fails 474 and you have to cut and you're not executed until like 472, 471, now it's kind of made up for itself a little bit because you took some profits in this area. And that's, you're going to learn, like you're going to see in the future, like when the market warms up, then I'm like a lot more patient with it. But when the market's like this cold and there's not much going on, you really got to be careful, and you really want to make sure you're taking stuff while it's there. You just don't want to get stuck holding the bag. And that's the difference. A lot of people aren't going to be a part of this chat. They're going to just want the calls, the alerts on like Discord and social medias. But if you guys are learning the right way and how to trade, you don't have to worry about chasing all those alerts. You're going to be able to do it yourself, and you're not going to be behind the ball. So to speak, right here, like you wouldn't have made this play, right? Maybe you bought up here at 480s instead because you're like, hey, we're going to break out. This thing's going to go. And now those people are down. They're red. So just think about that. MTSL was dirty. Yeah, we talked about MTSL a lot, but in general, you don't want to get stuck in that. We definitely went over why not the best play. But here we go again. We're going to get another push here maybe. You see how it's kind of wicking out? It keeps wicking out on this trend line. So algos are still buying off this trend. Right now, this is going to start getting a nice push up because of this. It just keeps holding. So at this point, worst case scenario here, if you're in, say, 474, 475, whatever it might be down here, your risk off is this uptrend, okay? Your risk off is this uptrend, and every time we break this high, like if we break 47 here, and we get a nice volume candle, which is most likely going to happen, then we want to scale out into this, all right? So maybe we get 490s here. Make sure you're just playing conservative, taking gains while they're there. $5 coming up next. That's the idea. If we get a kill candle reversal here, then you got to have another plan, right? Reversal, red candle, something like that, then just get out, move on. But again, the uptrend right here is what we're looking for. We want it to hold that. Does that help you guys out? I don't know. A lot of the videos we put out on YouTube doesn't have all this information because I can't tell all of it in one video because there's not enough time, right? So this is basically live market action. And I'm giving you like 10 pieces of the puzzle all together. So for YouTube, you're going to see all that. I'm going to break it down, and this is all going to come together for you guys, help you guys in the future. But right now, you guys are just seeing pieces, bits and pieces. But over time, you're allowed to like, you get to unlock things, and things start to kind of come together, and then it's just so much easier later. You'll get there. Just keep putting time in. If you're seeing stuff now, maybe as much as patterns setting up, then you're already on the right track. You only need like another 6 months after that, and you're really going to be like so much night and day. You're going to be so much better than you think you ever will. Subs, we got 4,241 subs, man. This is nuts. In a cold market too. Like I said, imagine a hot market. Ooh. So here you're testing downtrends. EBON, you want to make sure, like if we see another red candle after this, I'd probably cut, because it might just do like a whole, like it might just break down underneath this trend line, and then you might see a big red candle. We'll see. We want it to hold. Your current resistance is 485s, but if you see another big red candle, I'd probably cut. Just heads up. Just because it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter on this uptrend, right? And you got the resistance right there. So if you get another red candle, I'd say 478 is probably your risk off now. If you get that, then you're probably going to get a support of 474 test. At least on this candle. We'll see if we can get more consolidation and another push up, but it's kind of what I'm looking at. You're literally in the top 1% of top 1% Twitch subs. Crazy. I have no idea how many people there are out there. I think we're like we're somewhere in the top 250 Twitch streamers. Does that mean I have to go to TwitchCon? Who wants to go to TwitchCon? I'll meet you guys at TwitchCon. It's pretty sweet. Nah, me? I mean, if you guys watch Twitch and go to other, watch other channels. Here you go, 487. We're breaking out a little bit here. Man, you see all these walls at every penny? 489 for 490s. There's literally these big walls. Quite interesting. So all you're seeing here is all these people who are trying to cover because it's actually breaking over their own kind of support where they were thinking on the short side, which you would have really liked to seen a better move past 490s here. You don't want to see it. I mean, oh no, we got it. Look at that. Mwah. Beautiful. You really want to see this kind of cut through like butter. You want to see this nice green highlighted candle like the one on my chart here. Because a lot of people have downloaded my settings through YouTube. And this is kind of why I use the settings that I do. Because it gives you these nice highlighted candles. And you're like, hey, this is a spot of emphasis. This is something I should pay attention to. And now we're getting that move up to 493s and $5. This is, again, take some off the table, 25%, something like that. In a slow market, we don't know if it can go to 520s. It could go to 7s. We don't know. The point is, we know we're in a slow market, and we want to take gains while they're there. All right? So please, I don't want to hear you saying, well, it went to 495, but I actually took a loss at 475 later because it died. All right? You edited my auto trend lines to solid lines. Wait, what? I edited your auto trend lines to a solid line. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I think usually they're solid if it's like the main one. Like you see how this one's solid right here going upward? That main one you should be looking at is the solid one. The other dashed ones are kind of like secondaries, like, hey, here's another trend line that if you didn't see this, here's another one. And gives you an idea. But yeah, I totally get it. Appreciate that. Whatever helps you out, go for it. I don't care. At least you have like a little template to go off of, right? Here's 495s. Like I said, don't be afraid to take 25 to 50% off the table. I would have took 25 here on the first one just in case. Here I would probably take 50, have 25% of your position left, and wait for $5 test. If we get a break over that to 510s, 520s, that would be my ultimate target for now. 520s. I'm sacrificing to help you guys learn right now. I'm just sacrificing instead of playing it. I'm just talking you guys through the play. You're loving it. You're loving it, right? Do they have discount codes for TwitchCon? I don't know about TwitchCon like that, honestly. I don't think anybody's gonna walk up to me and be like, "Listen, I've been watching your stream and I love your content and like I don't know." And then like a gamer thing, I don't know. Do. Nice push here. This is about the only play really happening, and it's nice to see that something's going. So MTSL kind of fell back. E-Bond's the only one. EFOI kind of got a nice push earlier, but then it kind of faded. E-Bond's that number 2 gainer, but actually has some kind of bullish volume. Clove is going. Oh, yeah, let me turn on... Gosh, I turned off Pepper. Hold on one sec. All right, here we go. We're pushing to the 5s again. 497 wall here again. Don't be afraid to take some profits into this. Anytime you see a nice green candle, you see how, like, here's my thing too. This should be a bigger candle than most. You should see a bigger candle because if this continues to go like this and we're going upward, that's just an anomaly, meaning that we're probably going to reverse soon. So take some gains off the table. Look at this volume chart at the bottom. It's descending in volume. The only thing that could really change this is if we see a nice big green candle like this. You know what I mean? So and if that doesn't come, then you're going to see it pop back down here to 490s. Okay?
CHRA
Yeah, I'm just trying to help. I think that will probably help you guys a ton. You're learning so much. Hey, that's what it's all about. Again, this stuff is going to be on YouTube, so if you guys want other examples in the future, maybe I'll use this as another video here soon. So you guys have kind of already been through it, but maybe you guys want to look back at it and have an idea of, you know, what we were talking about today. We have like lines everywhere and all that, but I mean, I try to keep it as clean as possible.
AUD.
Do I get more cautions with a play like Ebon when it gets so far away from VWAP? I mean, kind of, but it's more about the pattern of the setup. It's over VWAP. It's a bullish pattern. It's following a trend line, so it's not like this is healthy, you know? It's not like it just kind of went from, say, 461 and it went all the way to $5 quickly. This thing went up to 470s, 480s, consolidated, and then hit the trend line, pushed again, hit the trend line again, pushed again. It's just healthy. So anytime you're getting sideways consolidation action, then you feel a little bit more confident, then you're not going to just go catapulting back downward, right? Here we are getting a little bit of volume. So I put the candle here, but apparently it's going to come over here. So again, we'll see what happens at 5s. We're getting a nice push right here, 498. The wall is coming down. If you're looking at level 2, see how they're pushing this wall? Let's see if they break it, though. If they don't break it, then bulls are going to get trapped. It needs to be broken. There's another wall at 499s, another wall at 5s. I really do expect this to kind of pull back before it does past 5s. There's so many walls here, but we'll see. People are really trying to get this wall to break. Look at this. And they broke it. Look at that. Beautiful. Craziness. Here's your big volume candle. So we got less and less in volume, consolidation, and then you got a spike. And now we got a $5 test, and now we're above it. Do not be surprised if we get some kind of like pullback off this $5 break, even though it's nice they broke it. That's just how it is. You like to see the breaks, and you like to see more and more volume come in behind it. If this next candle has less volume, then here you go with the pullback, you know? You guys in this? Take some profits. Type 1 if you're still in Ebon. I know a lot of you guys still playing it, so just heads up. Just, you know, money is money. Take it. Profits. 520's ultimate goal. Dead URL. Nice. Good job. We'll see if we can get a nice push to 520s, but I'm super skeptical overall, just because. Obvious reasons.
GOED.
All right, 502. There's a lot of walls. Like, it's crazy, and these walls are just getting kicked down. I love it.
CHRA.
506s.
CHRA.
Beautiful. I mean, if you got from 474s, now we got all the way up to 5s. Again, like, you're scaling out along the way. You're just going to be cautious because the market's been slow. Then you already made some good money here. Maybe you made, 5%, right? Let's see, 474 to up here. I guess that's about 5%. Nothing wrong with that. Nice push. Wow. See, the one time I wouldn't be in it or like be patient, I didn't want to be patient, is the one time it goes. See, I was definitely telling you guys impatience, which is fine because this market has, you guys know. But nice here. 509's hitting. Don't be afraid again. Anytime profits in this area, take them. You're getting closer to resistance. You know 520's ultimate target, but you don't want to get up there and then it goes to 516s and your sells at 519 and you don't get filled. So don't be afraid. Don't get that FOMO, okay? Don't be greedy. Maybe Ebon will be the first ever stock to actually get well, maybe it's going to be the first stock to ignite the rest of the small caps. Maybe we'll get back into it. So get in now. Get it? I got it. No. No, 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 no. You're just not getting it. Just not getting it.
PRFX STKS.
There it is, 518s. Again, ultimate goals here, ultimate targets, 518s, 520. That's crazy. I'm just happy that you guys got it. Here's your targets. Take it off the table. No doubt about it. You guys nailed this. Good job. We talked to you guys all the way through the process here. You got your dip buys, you got your uptrends, you got your breakouts, you got your, like, I mean, literally, we couldn't call it any better. Consolidation. We probably scaled a little early on some things. But just in general, you're never going to play imperfect. And you always want to kind of play with your overall market sentiment. Bam. 518s. Look at this. Beautiful, right? Now you got your red candle. You're probably going to see a reset here. You're going to see it kind of come back down. You're going to see a little sell-off here. People are going to be trying to take profits. Shorts are going to be coming in because they know that resistance is there. And they're going to play this back down to the trend line, say back to fives. You fully scaled out. Congratulations. So I would say this is probably coming back down to this area at least. Okay?